Hey, what's up? Welcome to Inept Pit, episode 58. I'm your host, Drew Campbell. The other fat guy is Evan Sasiela.
What's up, everyone?
We're back on our second recording because Evan was too stupid to have the camera set up the right way. So we did about a quarter of a podcast and now have to restart. Now I'm out of things to say. Did a pretty good bit about marketing where I pitched marketing for a shovel, then Evan badly pitched one for a toothbrush. But guess what, guys? It's gone, deleted. Never gonna be able to see that. So Evan, I want you to apologize to everyone. I want you to be your. I also made fun of Evan for never sticking up for himself, but now I'm gonna really just hammer that home. Evan, apologize to the audience for ruining 15 minutes of Inept Pit.
I am sorry for destroying the best 15 minutes of a Inept Pit podcast.
It probably was It probably was. It was actually a good podcast for 15 minutes. Now what do we do? Look at us now.
Yeah.
You might as well just waste everyone's time, Evan. I don't even know what to say. I ran through all my topics in those 15 minutes. That's all I had. I'm not going to redo it. That's going to be forced. I'm just going to burp, drink some beer. Evan, you take the reins. I'm kicking back on this one. Evan, you take the reins. You got the show. It's your show now.
So it's been a pretty good, interesting week. I've been getting sick. I had to go get a COVID test today. Don't know.
Me and Evan both have COVID.
No, I do not.
We both have COVID.
I really hope I don't.
I lied about getting vaccinated. I've never been vaccinated. We both got COVID.
You just put out. That would be weird if we both had COVID at the same time. Like we expose each other.
Dude, then I'd literally drive to Lansing and then I'd be slumber party for the rest of our quarantine.
Was that 14 days?
Yeah, dude. We'll just have a good old slumber party. We'll write a script to that movie we never wrote.
That was the actually the genesis for this podcast. We were gonna actually write that instead of record a podcast.
Yes, before the podcast, we were starting to write a movie, and then we brought it up that Evan, could you ever find the script for that?
Nope.
That was on like the old computer. You lost our script.
We were like 2 pages in.
Still, you lost our script.
It was such a weird script. You didn't have a laptop.
It was a great premise.
We were on Zoom. You were making me write everything down.
Well, I did have a laptop. I just didn't want to write any of it down. I made you do it.
So you lied to me?
Did I say I didn't have a laptop?
No.
I've always had a laptop. Yeah. So yeah, I lied to you.
You had an idea.
I've never not had a laptop.
Working.
I don't like typing.
Well, to be honest, yeah, you are the creative mastermind of the podcast.
I am the Trey Parker, and you are clearly the Matt Stone.
So we're equal. I don't know.
We're technically equal business partners, but clearly one does more of the heavy lifting.
Pretty much, yeah. I give you that all day. But yeah. Have you considered getting a test if you're feeling sick?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
What I did was I went and got holy water and I did the Hail Mary with it, did the sign of the cross. Nothing happened. So I don't know if you knew this. COVID-19 was manufactured. It was manufactured by Satan himself.
Nah.
Yes.
It was by
China.
Pretty much, yeah.
It was manufactured by China. You think it was manufactured by China? Are we getting into this? You think it was manufactured in the lab?
Full on debate.
You think it was good? Can we full on fudge? Well, it was probably manufactured, right? And I think it was by Satan.
You do?
Yeah.
What's your
or at least the living embodiment of Satan? Pretty evil thing to do, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's pretty
creating evil. A pandemic might be top. How many lives has COVID taken now? Can you look that up? Not in the US, worldwide. It can't be more than the Holocaust.
No. Yeah.
So it's not the most evil thing you could do, but it's pretty far up there. But unlike the Holocaust, so they're getting there. 6 million. So they're once it passes 6 million, then I'll change my mind. But also, unlike the Holocaust, right?
Yeah.
This affects everybody.
Yeah, it does. It seems to be. It's a worldwide thing.
There's people that were not affected, people who lived in Africa that weren't affected by the Holocaust even slightly.
That's true, but the Holocaust was just so awful. It was literally a killing
Yeah, I think it
of
was
a
horrible.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how many anti-Nazi things do I have to say before people stop calling me a Nazi?
I don't think anyone's called you that.
I think I've said more anti-Nazi public statements with knowing actual knowledge about Nazis and even calling out things for being behind Nazi supportive. Go back to whatever episode that was where I talked about Operation Paperclip, called Adidas and Puma and shit, and Bayer aspirin.
That's a throwback right there.
So yeah, I'm pretty anti-Nazi.
No, I agree. We're anti-Nazi pop.
God damn it, dude. I'm sick as fuck and I hate it. I fucking hate being sick, dude.
What's your symptoms?
I just have a stuffy nose.
I kind of have a sore throat.
So yeah, I would have different things. I have a stuffy nose and then I have like chest congestion.
So
Like
what's
I've been coughing up mucus.
what's your favorite go-to activity when you're sick? How do you
How do I what?
just rest?
Well, my number one thing that I like to do when I'm sick, I'm blowing my fucking nose on the cast, is have sex, but I don't have any girlfriend anymore. Thanks, bitch. What a funny thing to do.
My number one thing to do when I'm getting sick is having sex, which I don't.
No,
have.
it's
Thanks,
awesome.
bitch.
It clears up. Yeah, just in case they watch, let's give them a jab in the ribs real quick for that one. God damn, what was I? Yeah, it clears up your sinuses, or at least it helps.
Yeah,
I don't know what the science is behind any of it. I'm sure there is something. I mean, it might just be working out too. It might be like the physical activity helps.
I think sleep is the most important thing.
Probably, but I don't really do much of that, and I haven't done much of that, and like I don't even know when it was.
Forever.
It's been a while since I've had good sleep.
I kind of
Been able to
slept like
sleep well. I've
8 or
been
9 hours last night. It was amazing.
Oh my god, dude, that sounds so good.
Well, you can do it.
No, I can't. I have problems sleeping.
No.
Remember, I've gone over this. I have the sleep paralysis and shit, and then sometimes I just wake up a lot. Probably stress too. Probably a lot of stress.
Yeah.
Hatred, sadness. All the normal emotions a psychopath like me goes through on a daily.
I usually wake up because I'm just so massive. My bed is just it's never on
Sweating.
straight. Yeah, it's just like I hear creaks. I'm like, I can't sleep.
Wait, would you say your bed's never on straight? Do you wear like as if your bed is something you wear? Are you that big that you wear your mattress?
Well, it kind of moves around because I roll around, I guess.
Your mattress moves?
Yes, it's gone to that problem. That's a big of a problem.
I was gonna say I've never heard this problem before, haven't
I wake up and I'm like, that's not where that was last night.
Your mattress?
Yeah.
The whole box spring or just the mattress?
Both, to be honest.
They all shit. Dude,
It's
that's
like
the problem
like
I would have when I have the only problem I've ever had with that is from sex.
But no, that's just me.
You get done having sex and your bed is totally shifted.
That's my problem from being alone, is that happens.
Holy shit, Evan. I think you're funnier on this podcast than me this time. This is great A material. Why have you never brought this up before?
45-degree angle.
What?
It's like, yeah. Sometimes.
How is the bed at the 45-degree angle?
Because it's kind of like the mattress
you've sank in that much?
Yeah, there's like boards on the bottom that have kind of fallen through because I'm just.
Oh my god, dude! So you're saying that cartoonish shit that you saw when someone would sleep in the bunk beds that was overweight and it would dip in half actually happens to you?
That must be inspired by real life.
Oh my god, dude, this is amazing. Keep going. What other fat sleeping problems do you have? Breathing, clearly breathing.
Yeah, it's number one. Probably just the bed sheets not staying on.
The bed sheets not staying on?
Yeah, like
I think that's the bedspread. You have problems with the bedspread not staying on. Okay, that's fat again. Because again, these are only problems I'd have. The bedspread coming off, but only because of sex. That was a very
The
common
sheets and
problem.
that, yeah.
Yeah, all only because of sex. I've never had this from just laying in my own bed.
Well, my bed sucks. It's really old.
How
I need
old's
to
your
get a
bed?
new one. That's
My bed's really old.
yeah, but
I
my
think I've had the same bed my entire life.
I haven't. I think this is a family member's bed.
I think this is
It
the
might have
bed.
been my parents' bed. And they just gave it to me.
Oh, did you sleep in the bed your parents fucked in? Gross,
I don't
dude.
know. I
Weird.
don't remember. It was a
You
long time
masturbate.
ago.
You masturbate in the same bed your parents had sex
No,
in, dude.
no,
Dude,
no.
what if you jerk off in the same bed that you were conceived in? How gross is that, dude? Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Why are you bringing these thoughts into the
I don't know, dude. As
reality?
now that I'm an adult, I could never sleep in my parents' bed. It's gross. I've had to deal with that with other people. Like I've slept with one of my girlfriends in their parents' bed, and it didn't bother me because it wasn't my parents. But in my mind, I was like, "This is fucking weird for you, isn't it? This is not
Did you
weird for
say
you."
that out loud while you
No, I didn't. I
while
should
you're
have.
doing
Like
it?
you
You're like,
realize,
oh,
well, because I don't want to gross them up. But I'm like, you realize, like your mom gets plot out in this bed, right? Like you realize we're laying in the same bed.
you're like, let me bring
She
up the
takes
elephant
it
in the
in.
room.
That's gross, wouldn't you? Think about it. Would
I
you
mean,
sleep in your parents' bed? Well,
oh
probably
no.
your parents probably don't have sex.
Can
I
you
can't
not insult
imagine.
my family on the
No,
podcast?
I'm not even insulting them. I'm saying your mom and dad are very good Christians, and I don't think they have sex without the reason to procreate. Am I not upholding them and their Christian
I
standards?
don't know.
I'm saying they're good standards.
gonna get
I'm
called on
saying
that one.
I believe your parents are very devout Christians. Is that a
Yeah.
horrible thing to say about them?
No,
I'm not wrong.
I
Isn't
don't
it
know.
said in the Bible you're not supposed to have sex without procreation?
Well, that's part of it.
Or is it like cool to like have fun sex once you're married?
I think so.
I don't know if that's what the Bible is, but I think Catholics kind of just let that so they didn't lose everybody, you know?
Because it's like this is the one thing that we're just gonna lose the entire everyone
Yeah.
up.
I don't think my parents have sex anymore.
I
Also,
don't know.
they're old. Like my mom's in her late 60s, my dad's in his early 70s. Also, and they hate each other.
Well, that's just true love.
I
When
don't
you get
think
to that
I don't
age,
mutual hatred is the only thing we can all hope for.
yeah, it's that bond. You love each other so much you can just
You
hate
just
each other.
fucking
It feels like
despise.
love.
You love each other so much you just can't stand each other. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's the love. It's like the perfect love.
No, I think that's you spent so much time together and you realize that you don't even like each other, but you're already here. So what are you gonna do now?
That's pretty much the reality.
Oh, that's sad. Do you think your parents love each other?
Yeah, they just. I shouldn't bring it up.
Oh, damn it, dude.
No, I think they just celebrated an anniversary. So
Oh, why wouldn't you bring that up? That's
I don't
sweet.
know.
Good for them. How long have they been together?
They've been married for 29 years.
That's nice. Yeah, my parents' last anniversary, they celebrated being married for too fucking long.
That's why.
As my dad put it, too fucking long. No,
That's something you gotta do if they have like an anniversary party. When they get a big milestone, you gotta get the microphone and just do a stand-up set.
yeah, I don't think my dad would like that.
A surprise roast.
Yeah, I don't think he would be a fan. I don't think he'd get it.
I agree. Just throwing it out there.
Dude, did you hear? This is gonna be the worst podcast to listen to because I'm sick, blowing my nose and coughing during it. But look, so dedicated I am to the cast, even sick. I was like, I'm still gonna come in here. I'm still gonna drink a beer, even though I probably shouldn't. But
Yeah, it's
for the cast.
I've never been sick and wanted alcohol.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna take medicine on the cast. How about that? That's a good
Why?
idea. Evan, entertain the people with something dumb you fucking had done this weekend that no one gives a shit about, just to blow some time while I come back. Guys, remember, this doesn't matter. This is just a way back for me to do medicine in front of you guys. And Evan's going to say some things that no one cares about. Actually, if you want to fast forward a minute or two, I don't blame you.
So this is my segment of the podcast. I hope you are enjoying the 57 and a quarter episodes that we put out. Unless it's 57 and a half. I think we are at we're getting better. We enjoy doing this. Again, I apologize for ruining the beginning of the last ep that we were recording. That only Drew really cares about me skipping. But other than that, thank you all for listening. It's been fun so far.
All right, what the fuck did I miss?
You
Nothing
missed me-
important.
You missed me telling the fans how much we appreciate them tuning in.
That's gay, dude. We don't like you at all. And
What,
taking Alka-Seltzer
medi-
cold. Alka-Seltzer cold.
From the local pharmacy,
Oh, no, from 7-Eleven. My
right
local
by
pharmacy.
the gum and the
I went in there, I
cigarettes.
picked up Alka-Seltzer and a Miller Lite Tall Boy.
Two of the most
This is
opposite things.
Also, and instead of putting it in water, I put it in vodka. So let's see how this works.
You're doing everything totally wrong. That's a terrible idea. That's not going to help at all.
I don't know. It'll be pretty cool, I bet, though. I bet you'll get pretty fucked up off of it.
Probably just mixing
Plus-
drugs with drugs.
Throw a splash of cough syrup in here, maybe.
Maybe. No, I wouldn't do that.
You know, this might be the sign of an alcoholic. I don't.
Should I just throw a little bit of rum in too? And
Well, no, I don't mix my alcohols unless I bought one shot earlier and then someone else buys me a different one. Then I do that. But well, I'm not going to say no to a shot. This is like the perfect
that's
shot.
what I would do. And then you say you're
Awesome.
doing it.
Well, yeah, that's me though. I bully you.
Yeah. Why?
Why?
I've had enough. Today I am taking a
No,
stand. It is
Evan,
over.
Don't you
It
realize?
is over.
Don't you realize this is all one big story arc, and it's leading to the time that you finally fight me and beat me up? That's the story we're looking for. I'm trying to teach you to become a man, dude. And the day comes when you fucking lay hands on me, when you finally have the balls to try to strike down your master.
We have a wrestling match.
And I hope you succeed, dude. I doubt it though, because you're a pussy. I'll probably kick your ass. But
Yeah.
I want you to win. I want you to kick my ass. You'll become the man that I always thought you could be.
It's the cockiest thing I've ever heard. You're like,
Yeah,
I want you to win, but I'll beat your ass.
I mean, it's not cocky. It's called confidence. That's what I'm trying to teach you.
Did
I want you to be a badass like me. Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, I feel
How
better.
does it taste? Good?
No, it tastes horrible. Why would you ever think that would taste good?
You gonna chase it with a Miller Lite?
Mm-hmm. God damn, dude, I felt pretty good.
Gotta keep us updated on how you're feeling.
My nostrils are already cleared. Alka-Seltzer is the best medicine.
You're
It
like,
honestly
this will
is.
cure COVID. Here's my mix of
Yeah, vodka,
substances.
vodka Alka-Seltzer. That's what I said.
Is it, have you tried this, Fauci?
Did I read you? Well, that fucking asshole. Oh man, this is a bad idea.
You're like, I might do another one. That was
No. Right there, it says liver warning. Oh yeah, right here.
Do not take with
3 or
vodka.
more alcoholic drinks every day while using this product. Well, I didn't have 3. That's 1, and this is 2. So
That wow. I love how there's a limit. It's like you could totally drink with this.
yeah, just be reasonable.
Yeah. Chase this down with some fire.
You can have a few brews with the game, but calm down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I wish I had some sort of over the counter here.
Why don't you buy some?
I don't really want to go to the store. If I have COVID, I'm going to infect people.
Just then wear your mask. Don't you remember the mask protects us from everything, Evan? Do you
They
remember
come
that?
in with gloves and like a suit on.
Hazmat?
Yeah.
No, just the mask. Mask makes a big difference. So we all wore them.
This is sarcasm.
It totally made a big difference. I don't even know. I don't know shit
It
about it.
sounded like
It's
you're
just
kind
fun.
of
It's fun to be to be antagonistic towards things. It's not as funny to go masks are great. Like that's not a very funny statement to make.
no, but
It's funny to kind of be a dick about it.
remember the mask? We're gonna say that in like 7 years.
Remember when we thought that was gonna stop COVID and then we had it for 3-4 years after that? It sucked.
We had to carry around with us in our back pocket.
Yep. Yep. What a shitty time to live in.
I think we're getting
This
better. now.
podcast was born out of the COVID. Do you think this podcast would have happened if it wasn't for COVID?
Probably not.
So what you're saying is we should all be glad COVID happened because we would have never gotten
Our
that.
biggest fans are like, yeah,
We should be glad that COVID ended over 5 million lives to give birth to one life, the life of Inept Pit. I say worth
that's our
it.
next T-shirt.
I say
design.
worth it, man. I say worth it.
Yeah, it's
you know?
been fun.
Yeah, I say worth it. 5 million. I say give him another 5 for this podcast. Another 5.
I think we should end the pandemic soon. I don't know how it should happen, but it should be over soon.
Well, the liberals just need to admit it's a hoax and then it'll be done. You know, like we can end this tomorrow. These fucking liberals just admit it's a hoax.
That should be your next tweet.
Yeah, people will totally understand the nuance of that tweet.
Or we shouldn't even post this episode. Instead of an episode, we're protesting the pandemic. We like to release this letter, our statement from the podcast.
Yo, I want to protest Alanis Morissette.
You're not a fan of a Jagged Little Pill?
Nothing against that. Alanis Morissette, the singers. Nothing against her. I have a problem with Alanis Morissette, the writer, who's apparently she's working on a sitcom. She's writing a sitcom based around her life.
That probably won't be funny.
Nah. It's going to be called Relatable and promises to be anything but. But
is this real? That's a real thing?
Yeah.
Is it or just a bit?
No, it's a real thing.
It'd be funny if you just out of nowhere. I have this Alanis Morissette that I'm gonna bring up.
No, that's real. That was just off the cuff, me being funny. But that did sound like a late night bit. Now you mention it.
Jay Leno, you're like, you guys hear about this?
Yeah, Alanis Morissette. She's gonna have a new show called Relatable, and it promises to be anything but.
Standing ovation. Yeah.
Jay Leno smile back and forth. That creepy fucking. Jay Leno used to crush though.
Yeah, and then he had his own show, and then Conan took over, and then Jay Leno's show stunk. And he wanted to go back to the Tonight Show. So they had a controversy, and then they ended up NBC gave Conan $45 billion to leave.
45 million? I thought you said billion for a second. I was like,
million.
Get the fuck out of here.
That was like a decade ago.
Yeah, I know. I know all about this. They went and did Conan.
Yeah, which was great. I love Conan.
Yeah. Sad it's over.
Me too.
What a time, dude. Conan's my favorite late night host.
Yeah, I like Letterman.
Letterman's up there, but I like Carson more than Letterman.
That's fair.
There's never been a black host, has there?
There's Arsenio Hall, right?
Yeah, but that wasn't one of those. But Arsenio Hall's show kicked ass. He had the Arsenio Hall show.
Yeah.
I mean, I have like the late night shows, like the ones that are specifically branded off that. Arsenio Hall kicked ass, dude. Arsenio Hall was good. You ever see that episode where he had, speaking of which, he had Jason on?
Nope.
For his movie, Jason Takes Manhattan, and Jason said nothing. Arsenio Hall just asked him really funny questions.
He said no,
and then he just sit there and look at him.
Yeah, I think Lily Singh is she has a show.
Who?
Lily Singh.
Who?
Lily Singh.
Who?
It's like a comedian, I think.
No. Never heard of her. What's her show?
Something Lily Singh.
What?
Yeah, she's a Canadian comedian.
Oh, Canada. No wonder I didn't. You guys listen to that? Me blowing my nose. That's good for audio.
I don't even have tissues around in my house. It's probably a problem.
Yes, but you have socks. Remember when you said you could just use socks for stuff?
Hey.
Yeah, use that to blow your nose and watch your nose just get bloody within a day.
That I don't.
Did you just bit smell it or did it actually smell?
Oh yeah, it's me. Of course it smelled.
Yeah, dude, everything you touch just stinks. Things that were once clean, once touched you, smell. After I hug you, I smell.
It's like in the Lion King, Simba and Mufasa, the Pride Land. Like our land is everything the light touches.
Yeah.
Everything that smells is what
Evan's touch.
touches.
Yeah. That was pretty good. You had one for once. Hey, Evan, I'm not gonna lie. You are getting better at this podcasting thing.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
It's improvement.
Maybe in another 50 or so episodes, the podcast might actually be good.
Can we name our 100th episode? No matter what we talk about, this is the best one ever.
No, we should go. Might as well skip another 100.
Episode 200.
It would be funny if why don't we just call the next one the 100th episode?
Episode 59, the 100th episode. Yeah.
No, I mean like literally just put episode 100. No one's controlling
right
how we listen to numbers. So if we want to, we could call it 100. We could make every episode 100 if we wanted to. That'd be a funny podcast. It's the 100th episode, and every episode's the 100th episode, and they're always celebrating they've had the 100th episode. Oh my god, guys, welcome to the 100th episode. Yeah. This is crazy, guys. I can't believe. Thank you for the support for letting us get to 100 episodes.
We have confetti behind us.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without you guys. 100 episodes. This is great. Views are still down, but we did 100. Look,
we got a special guest here, live in studio from Dublin, Ireland. U2, and I just play like a U2 song off YouTube.
Nah, I see you having a shitty Bono costume. I'm surprised you've never gone as Bono for Halloween. Is he Christian?
See something.
Look it up.
Bono's Christian. Oh yeah, he is, I think.
Or is he Buddhist? I bet he's a douche Buddhist, dude. Hello. Hola. I wanna go to Nirvana now.
He's Christian.
What kind?
I don't know. Not Catholic.
He's from Ireland, isn't he?
Yeah. I think it said his.
So he's Protestant, probably.
I think it says his dad was raised Catholic.
Oh, I thought his dad was raised racist.
Well, that may be true. I don't know.
I know mine was.
All righty. We're getting into the.
My mom was Catholic and my dad was racist, and that makes me a libertarian.
That's a new PSA for the Libertarian Party.
My mama was a Catholic, my daddy was a racist. I'm a libertarian.
That's a t-shirt. That is a t-shirt.
It might be too wordy for a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. It could be one of those ones that has a bunch.
It's the hand. Have you ever seen the epic handshake meme?
Sick shirt. What?
Have you ever seen the epic handshake meme?
Oh yeah.
It's the two ideas. Like
I need to make that meme.
Well, it's already been made. You need to generate it.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. No, Catholic, racist, libertarians. Yeah.
That'd be genius.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think it's pretty good.
I agree. That was funny. That was out of nowhere.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You have a tip jar?
The only time I don't wear a hat. Come on. I want to take my hat off. Oh, a bitch, dude. That's the one nice thing about having a hat is that sometimes you have an item to do bits with on top of you. And you know me loving to do bits.
Yeah.
My last breakup was technically off of me doing a bits too much. I mean, it wasn't that, but it involved that. It involved that into the last argument. Like, have you ever bitted yourself out of love? I have. Like,
No, I have not. I
have
have
you ever
not.
bitted? Have you ever bitted a loved one to run away? I have. That's how much I'm dedicated to the craft. I'm so I'm so unbearably into comedy. I make those that love me run away.
That is funny. Have you ever bid yourself out of a relationship? The struggle most comedians
Dude, at
face.
this point, if I don't ever make it, this has all been for nothing. I've lost so much because of this.
You have the stories.
Yeah. And I'll have no kids to tell them to.
You have to assemble a group of kids at the park.
Yeah. And then I get justifiably tased by an officer.
Yeah, like who the hell are you?
Old man grabbing all the kids. Like, he
You'll
says
be
he
one
wants
of-
to. He says he wants to show him his bits. I don't know what that means, but I'm tasing him. Like,
You'll be one of those guys that just walks around collecting bottle cans. And you'll always have like Tootsie Rolls on you.
dude,
Just to,
that as I've been just thinking, I'm terrified that's gonna be my life. Is you ever see those people who like get like are collecting bottle cans out of like trash cans? I'm like, fuck, dude, what if that's me?
yeah, we've had people in our. There's like in our hometown. There's a guy when we were kids that used to like see walk around collecting stuff like bottles and cans.
Yeah, I mean, every town has multiple of those. Evan, it's not a special. It wasn't just one guy who did that. They're called homeless people.
Yeah.
I could see me being that.
Nah.
But homeless? I'm not far off. A couple more things, and yeah, I would be there. I'd probably be pretty good at being homeless.
Oh, you could probably live with me.
Sick. Well, I'd still be homeless. I'd just be crashing on a couch.
Yeah, under my apartment roof.
I mean, it's better than nothing, right? Also, I would never have to worry about you waking me up. So that's always nice. You know, due to the fact that you never get laid.
All right, I guess I'll
Remember
withdraw
that,
I'll
Evan?
withdraw the offer then.
I don't, not homeless. I don't need it.
I know.
I do think I might take you up on the offer, even though I'm not homeless, solely for the fun of if I lived on your couch for 3 months.
You just watch YouTube all day.
Dude, what if I just became, what if I didn't pay any bills and I literally just gave up and then you just supported me and I just lived on your couch? That is a sitcom. I hope you at least know that. You know, we are the odd couple.
Yeah, we are.
So that is a sitcom.
Yeah, that's a sitcom where I'm the star and the funny one. Everyone loves me, and I take advantage of you. Wouldn't that be fun?
No, honestly, you would be the star of the show.
No,
I'd be the
straight edge guy that would
you'd be the straight main character, but I would be the funny co-star. All the laughs would come from me, but all the heart
Exactly.
of the show, but all the heart of the show would come from you.
cares about art anymore. People just want to laugh.
No, people don't want to laugh. People hate comedy. We've gone over this. People are not a fan of comedy. They actually dislike it.
Yeah,
Most people don't like it.
which is insane.
But some
Best.
but the people that do like it, they fucking love it. That's the good
Yeah.
part about it. I've started to realize that if you find people that have a sense of humor, all the shit that you're supposed to not say, they really most of these people don't care if they like humor. Most people, as long as you don't get them around their other lame friends that are like that, even the people that preach all this stuff like good funny jokes no matter what. They might pretend like they don't around certain company to seem cool with like their woke friends, but then you get them away from that, they'll laugh. They'll laugh real hard.
No, I agree. There's so many podcasts I love where it's
In the words of Norm, on the war of jokes, the ones with jokes will always win.
God, you love that quote. You've
Cheers.
been saying that
Cheers.
every time.
Cheers, dude. Cheers. Give it up for Norm. Raise a glass for Norm. If you're with us, we're gonna do it again. He sounded the battle cry, dude. He is our for Norm, dude. Cheers. I will behead any fucking woke liberal you want me to. No, I'm just kidding. Or any Catholic mother that says you can't joke about that. But she says you have to keep my Jesus out of her mouth. I'll also behead her. I'll take down all you. I'll take down all you Nazi, you joke Nazis. Y'all are joke Nazis, dude. Let's take that back. Like, love Campbell. Let's start calling people joke Nazis.
Or how about we just call them mean people?
Well, they are mean, but they don't care.
I do find it's mostly Catholic mothers that don't like jokes.
No, that's not true. It's actually weird. It used to be that. It used to be. I used to think of like people who didn't like humor were these uptight Christians that were moms. And now it's the young people. Boy, have it changed. That's how lame this generation is.
It's the rise of social media. If one person doesn't like something, there will be an army of people who also don't like that.
No, I think people just kind of fall in line. Like I said, I think groupthink is taking over. I think, like I said, a lot of people that even say that they're outraged by it would laugh behind closed doors. They're just fake about it because they feel like they're supposed to because one person said it and they just fell in line. A lot of sheep out there, dude. A lot of sheep's following false shepherds, dude. That's what I say. But also, no, the conservatives are bad about it too, because at least the pussy left liberals that are all over that shit. No, at least they don't.
Way to describe them.
No, but at least they aren't like pretending like there's nothing that would offend them and calling people snowflakes for getting offended, because they do get offended. But the right, what they'll do is they'll be like these Christian loving, American loving people, and they'll be like, man, these little they can't take jokes, and they get all upset. They're snowflakes, and then you make a joke about God or like troops or something like that, and they're like, you can't do that. It's like, oh, so who's the snowflake now? The truth is, you're all snowflakes. You're all some bitch ass snowflakes. Except, you know what? You're not snowflakes, because snowflakes, never one is alike. They're all uniquely different. Y'all are the exact same person. You fucking bunch of sheep. Snowflake, that's too good of a compliment. You're fucking vanilla. You're a vanilla folder.
Can you imagine going back to high school and reading 1984 now and being like, oh my God, what's happening?
No, because they wouldn't even realize they're too into it to realize it. Do you know what I'm saying? All of us should now realize how true 1984 is. But I think like a young kid in high school reading that, they're too into what's happening now that they can't see it from an outside point of view to realize that book is 100% right. We've already done the 1984 comparison and how good that book is. And how it's kind of, but it's also very scary. George Orwell.
What a guy. Yeah. Great author.
Yeah. I love him. Praise Allah.
Norman Orwell. Yeah.
And Norman Orwell are having a drink together right now.
They probably are. Norman's probably insulting his book.
Yeah, a lot of words. And
you think groupthink's a word?
I think it's funny. Is that you just put two words together, act like it's a new word. You just forgot the space in there. That's not a new word. It's just improper grammar.
Yeah, that's totally how it would go. That's a great impression.
It's all right. I'm not really good at impressions. Ooh, speaking of impressions, we talk about the SNL controversy because you're so big into it.
I was just thinking how funny it would be if you were ever invited to an SNL audition and your opening is, I'm not really good at impressions.
Yeah, I'm not. I can do funny voices, but like if you want me to specifically do someone, I'm not like that kind of. I can't do voices like that.
Yeah, we can talk about what you.
Why don't you break it down? You're the SNL fanatic, so why don't you explain what happened? Start with the skit, break down the skit, and then the reactions to it, and then I'll be the opinion part. You be the facts guy.
Okay. So I haven't seen.
Hold up. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
So SNL this weekend, the cold opening sketch was I called it cold open. It's cold open. It was a sketch about Ted Cruz and like Sesame Street, because they had the whole thing about how Big Bird from Sesame Street is vaccinated, and Ted Cruz like made a big uproar about it. They call it propaganda. So they did a big sketch about like Ted Cruz's, Sesame Street, and then they had all this pop culture like things, and one of them was just Joe Rogan taking ivermectin and Pete Davidson played Joe Rogan, and Kyle Mooney played Big Bird, and it was just a bad sketch. Like, I'm an SNL fan. It was just bad comedy. I didn't laugh.
It's not good at all. Oh no,
Yeah.
no, sorry. I don't want. I mean, finish everything that happened.
So Tim Dillon, the comedian we both love, he's a hilarious man. Has his own podcast, the Tim Dillon Show. He basically tweeted about it, and he basically was about the sketch being bad. He's like, there were so many different angles you could have took with that sketch, and you did the worst one. It was lazy. And then Michael Che, he's a Weekend Update anchor, and then he's also one of the lead writers. Someone on Instagram.
Also, someone me and you are both pretty big fans of his stand-up.
Hey, he's a funny guy. He just dropped a new special today.
Mm-hmm.
Shame.
Oh, I did not watch it. The Netflix, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
I will be checking that out.
It's like, I think it's called Shame the Devil. But I think he saw the tweet, and they're trying to talk about how it maybe got under his skin. And then he posted about it on Instagram. He was like, Tim fucking Dillon. And then someone was like, oh, he makes $100,000 on his Patreon.
190K.
190K, yeah.
A month.
And Michael Che was basically like, yeah, I know Tim, he's a sweet guy. He kind of couldn't make it in stand up. He's not who you think he is or something. He said he was a media personality. And then he's like, yeah, he's pretty big and whatnot, but he said something about like stay in your lane or something. Don't get too fresh. And Tim Dillon basically quoted that and was basically like, here's the deal. I sell more tickets than Michael Che ever has. And I don't think he's allowed to be on Twitter because of his job. But he's like, I built this thing on my own that he could never do. Then he called him like, he took a shot. He was just like, he's basically a drunk who can barely read.
He said, you've done pretty good for a drunk who can barely read.
Which is just like, yeah. So they have like a little beef. And then did you see him on Real Ass Podcast?
No, I did not.
Okay. He kind of addressed it on there. He was on there with Louis J. Gomez and Zach Amico. And
you guys should check that out if you want to hear Tim Dillon's words.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's like 15 minutes long. Okay. They basically said he has no problem with how that went. Like, he's basically like, he thinks Michael Che's funny, but he's like, the skit sucked. He knows it sucks. And he basically said,
can I go to my opinion about? Oh, go ahead. No, finish.
A couple things. Because he basically was pissed off about how they talked about Joe Rogan. Like, they didn't give him an impression because he didn't deserve an impression. He talked
I was about to say, well, I don't know what that means, but I was about to say I'm kind of upset that I apologized to Pete Davidson. Then he went on and did I was going to say not being able to do impressions. I could have done what Pete Davidson did. He just wore a bald cap and then was himself, but said he was Joe Rogan. It was one of the laziest things I've ever seen.
Tim Dillon basically said it was completely lazy. Like, it was just bad comedy. And he's like, basically the writers group at SNL now is all the Hillary Clinton campaign people who, when she lost.
Well, it did kind of feel propaganda-y too.
Yeah.
It felt like they were like, it's weird that their rebuttal to Ted Cruz saying that Sesame Street having Big Bird getting vaccinated is propaganda was to then go and make obvious propaganda, like do more of it. Like, because it was literally just shitting on anyone on the right or anyone that did anything, which is weird because I'm pretty sure I don't know. No, isn't Joe Rogan vaccinated?
I don't know.
Look, can you look that up? I don't know if he is or not. Before I talk more about this, I'd like to know if he's vaccinated before I speak more on it. I'm pretty sure he is vaccinated. I think so, because I thought he did something with his podcast to do that. I think only some people would come on if he was or something like that, I would assume. Evan's reading. That's his reading face.
It's me looking for something. It says he considered it. He admits he almost got. I don't think he is, or at least he's not saying that he is.
Okay. Well, then I can maybe see why more would bring him into that then.
Yeah, they've been he was on, and the week before they made fun of Aaron Rodgers. So they've been going after the people who.
Well, I get making fun of them. They should. Joe Rogan, they probably should have did it back when the whole Joe Rogan controversy happened. It would have probably been more timely. Like then it would have made more sense to bring them up.
Yeah, they just
Because because then it wouldn't have felt like you're just doing it for a certain reason. It's like, oh, that's what's in the news. Like Aaron Rodgers is in the news. It makes sense to make fun of Aaron Rodgers right now, or to do a bit about Aaron Rodgers after that happened. He was all over the news for getting COVID and not wanting to get vaccinated. It was a big news story. So why not make fun of it? It's a very topical thing. Joe Rogan's not very topical right now. And besides being normally topical, like in the sense of that he just has like the biggest podcast.
That's what kind of Tim brought up too. He's like, he's not just a comedian. He's one of the biggest media personalities on earth, which is way harder than being a stand-up comedian.
Wait, who's the biggest?
Well, he is one of the biggest, probably.
Who?
He might be
Tim?
the biggest.
Tim?
No, Joe Rogan.
Oh.
Tim was saying that he's not just a comedian. He's doing this, which is way harder than just being a comedian.
Yeah, I mean, he has, what's the average downloads a month? Or episode?
He'll post a clip up, and the same day he has over 1 million views on YouTube.
Could look up what's the average listens to a episode of Joe Rogan's podcast. I know he's huge. I literally, his podcast is so big that being on it can change your career.
Yeah, it's estimated 11 million people per episode listen.
Dude, that is more than like pretty much every television show on TV.
Yep.
That's insane. Television shows are getting like 1 million. A really popular show is getting like 2-something million on TV. That's fucking insane. That is actually insane. I didn't realize it was that much. That's an insane number for each episode. Anyways, he drops more than one a week, right? Drops at least a few, I think.
Especially with COVID now, he just records multiple episodes when he gets people in.
Damn. Yeah, no, that makes him a huge influence. I didn't realize there was that many people were listening to him one a week. I knew it was a lot. I knew it was millions, but I didn't know it was over 10 million. Fuck, dude.
Blew up out of nowhere. Now he does headlines, arenas. Now him and Dave Chappelle, they did it.
Well, he does it. He did it with Dave Chappelle. He didn't do it by himself.
Yeah, they had Tom Segura at one of them. There's a photo of like Jeff Ross and Donnell Rawlings and Tom Segura.
Oh, yeah, you might as well at that point. You got that much. You got a fucking arena. You made some motherfucking money, dude. Like,
yeah.
Who opens for Kevin Hart? Oh, but back to let's go before we get off. Actually, no, listen, that, but we do this. Go ahead. Do you know who opens for Kevin Hart?
I remember back in the day, it used to be the Plastic Cup Boys.
Oh, okay. I vaguely know.
Remember them? They were that group. I think they got their own stand-up special or something.
Yeah, they did. I would never watch it, but I would never watch anything called the Plastic Cup Boys.
Why? They might be funny.
It
came out when we were in high school. It was 2014. I saw that Kevin Hart did a guest spot at the Philadelphia Comedy Club recently.
Who did? Kevin Hart did a guest spot?
Dave Landau was headlining.
And Kevin Hart dropped in?
Yep.
Oh, was that what Dave comic that me and Evan kind of know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like technically, but not really.
Oh, he's funny, Dave Landau.
You've done a guest spot for him.
Yeah, he knows who I am.
Yeah. Tight.
Yeah, check him out. But yeah, I think that's. So I think he's getting back into stand-up again.
Maybe that, or he's researching a role where he plays a stand-up comic in a movie called Kevin Hart, and then that stand-up comic gets stuck being in an FBI operation with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, where Dwayne, and then there's a scene where Dwayne fights a bunch of people while Kevin Hart's stuck in a trash can.
Why do I feel like every film, there's so many comedy films where The Rock is playing like a special agent or just some sort of like leader, something.
Yeah. And then Kevin Hart's stuck in a trash can.
Yeah.
He's going, help! I'm stuck in a trash can. Help! I can't get out. Rock, you there? I can't see anything. Help!
Everyone's dying in
Everyone
the
in
theater.
the
Like, this is killing. I
I think
saw.
that's pretty good. That's a pretty good depiction. And then meanwhile, The Rock is beating up a bunch of people really quickly.
I remember in high school, I went to the movie theater to see a
Oh
Kevin
wait,
Hart stand-up special.
Sorry to interrupt, brother. And then Kevin Hart accidentally knocks someone out by moving around while stuck in a trash can and runs into someone right before they shoot The Rock. So he sort of helps, but he helps on accident. All right, but
I
we
saw
saying,
I saw a Kevin Hart stand-up special in the movie theaters.
yeah, he's huge. Dude's monsters.
I was like, this is sick. There's so many people there too, like in a movie theater,
Yeah,
to watch a stand-up special. I didn't think that was like a real
Kevin's
thing. You usually
clearly,
watch that in your house.
yeah. No, it is crazy. That's really cool that happened. I should have went and saw it.
It's probably still out on DVD.
No, I mean I should have saw it in theaters. It would have been cool to see it in theaters because
That was
it is a landmark thing, and I should have
was at
supported
Madison
that.
Square Garden.
Even though I'm not a huge like Kevin Hart fan, I mean that's a really cool thing for comedy.
Yeah.
I was more bitter about comedy then though when I was like 18. I don't really care anymore about that. Funny's funny. If you can get asses in the seat and make them laugh, it's like, all right, deal. Like
Yeah.
you're clearly good. You're clearly fucking awesome.
Yeah.
If you can fill out an arena and people are crying of laughter. I mean, it's dumb that could ever be like, he's not that funny. So there's 70,000 people laughing. Right
That's
now.
what Lewis and Louis J. Gomez and Tim were talking about. Like they're like, I think Lewis is like, Joe, people talk shit about Joe's stand-up or they think he's not funny. It's like, I watched this dude murder in front of 25,000 people.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Even though I'm not a huge fan of Joe Rogan's stand-up either. I do like that bit he has about Brock Lesnar. That was pretty good, but I can't I don't really remember any of his bits that well. The ones I've watched, like they're super memorable to me, but I would never be like he's bad at it. He's just not one of my favorites. If that makes any kind of logical sense.
Oh, we didn't bring up that we saw Nate Bargatze over the weekend.
We did. That was fun. Saw him, we got fucked up, watched Hangman become champ, dude. Hangman on page, my boy. I was so drunk, I was screaming.
Yeah, you're
when he won the wrestling. We watched the wrestling pay-per-view, Full Gear, main event. Hangman and Page challenging the champion Kenny Omega, and he won. And I fucking was hammered drunk and screamed my head off. Probably woke up his neighbors, dude, if they were sleeping.
Yeah. Everyone was pretty wild.
We were all wilding out, dude. We were wilding out. Well, we brought a fifth and we made sure to finish it before we left. So we got drunk and we got other people drunk.
Yeah, and then we had a couple Miller Lights too.
Yep. Good old time. Had a couple Miller Lights at the show too. Had a couple before. We were wilding and dialing, dude.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Yeah.
I think that's called dialing is too old.
Dialing is me pressing the number for the escorts near me.
I call that a little bit too old to drink all that.
20, you're 25, I'm 26.
I'm about to be 26.
We probably should have kids.
Or at least
hey man, I would. I didn't work out for me. I totally would have married, dude. There was a time in my life where I was like, I could get married. Didn't work out. It's not, I mean, it's probably my fault. Indirectly, probably my fault, but
I feel like that's a bit. It's like, hey, I'd have kids if
I'd have kids and be married. Yeah, I'd honestly have kids and be married right now if I was just a better person, you know?
Yeah, that's funny.
If I was more likable and
that's a funny thing to say. I think that's a bit somewhere.
I was game for kids and marriage, dude.
You were.
Yeah.
Well, you still can be. There's
not anymore.
You got 4 years till you hit 30.
No, I don't want to. I don't even want to find someone. I have no interest even trying to find someone.
I'm thinking about just deleting my Tinder and I'm getting no.
Are we becoming, instead of becoming incels, are we becoming V-cells? Voluntary celibates?
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing.
God. Did you say you might delete what?
Just like deactivate Tinder.
Have you still been doing that, or you just have it?
I haven't opened it in a bit. And every time I do, it's like,
Is it depressing?
kind of.
And I haven't. I don't know the last time I was on a. I only did that stuff once. It never worked for me.
What, the Christian Mingle from episode 2?
No, like for myself, but also I have no interest in ever doing that shit. I could never. I would. The only way I get Tinder now is just to troll girls. Guys, fuck it, I'd make it for both and just troll people that matched with me.
The material.
That would be fun. That would be really fun. No, I just like say wild shit. Like I want to eat cottage cheese out your ass.
That's your opener.
Yeah.
What if you get a response with a gift? It's like,
I'll just keep going. I'll just keep going until I eventually hit something that they get weirded out on.
The most reported person in the history of the app.
I'll just ask for pictures of their asshole immediately.
That's your line every time.
Look, let's cut to the chase here. I want to know if this is if we can make it to have grandkids together. I'm gonna have to see a picture of your asshole.
It's the copy and paste the message. That's your opener every time. Let's just cut to the chase.
Let's cut to the chase. If you're gonna also be the mother of my children, I'm gonna first have to see the asshole to see if you're got material to be the mother of my children, dude. Send me a picture of that asshole. I need to see what the old baby maker looks like.
I think you'll get a few if you send it out. I think a few would respond. They're like,
I don't want any. I don't want any.
confidence.
I don't want any. I was just thinking it'd be funny. You didn't calling the asshole a baby maker.
I think you get a few responses though. There's some wild people.
Wait. If the vagina is the baby maker, can we start calling the asshole the baby unmaker? What?
I don't know.
Is that wrong?
They can just call it the ass.
Hole? The ass is the whole thing. Asshole is the hole. You can't call it the ass.
We'll call
That'd
it
be
the
stupid.
asshole.
All right. Well, as long as we're on the same page on that. That being said, I think we should do plugs, wrap it up. I'm gonna go to bed. I want to get some nighty night. You get some shut eye. I fucking feel like dog shit. I'm gonna come back to the next episode feeling good. You have two sick boys on the podcast. It's like the
it's like have thermometers in our mouths. Oh, it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse. There's no cure in sight.
It's like the Island Boys pod. It's like the Island Boys, but they're sick and not rappers and look like fucking monsters.
I didn't even know that you knew who they were.
Island Boys, I know everything. We should have talked about Astro World and how cool it was.
No,
we should have talked about Astro World and how cool it was when people got killed there. That was fucking tight.
Someone's gonna.
That was fucking super cool. Us. It was awesome. And the guy who was injecting people with drugs, he's the coolest of them all. That guy is awesome. Giving kids cardiac arrest. Can you think of something better than that? I can't. That guy's fucking cool. I can't. That guy's fucking cool. He's fucking cool. And so was Travis Scott for continuing to play, even though there was a child being resuscitated.
This is how we're going to end this.
Only 10 feet from him. A child being resuscitated 10 feet from him, and he could see him, but he kept down rapping. How cool. Shout out all those that died at Astro World. If you listen to this podcast on YouTube, make sure you crush the like button, smash the subscribe button. Make sure you leave a comment. Tell us what your favorite death was at Astro World. That'd be cool. Do that.
Jeez, Drew.
Do that. Tell us what kind of death was your favorite and share us a little
Someone's
picture.
Gonna be like, I hope the death of
Astro World, more like Astro World of Warcraft. All right, guys. All right. Fucking like, subscribe, comment. If you listen on fucking Spotify, make sure you hit follow, download all the episodes. If you listen on Stitcher, make sure you hit follow, download all the episodes. If you listen to this on Apple Podcasts, make sure you give us a 5-star rating. Write a little bit of review. Hey, and if you want to get some of our merch, you can contact us at ineptpit@gmail.com. That's right. or you can contact us there if you want to do live stand up or a live podcast or live stand up and a live podcast. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Or both. That's ineptpit@gmail.com. And you can follow us on Facebook at Inept Pit. And you can follow us on Twitter at Inept Pit. And you can follow me on Twitter at Jumusta. And you can follow Evan
And Salsa Evan.
and
On Instagram at Salsa Evan.
and
I live a pretty boring life but don't have anything else to say.
that's the end of the song and the end of the podcast. Thanks for listening, you fucking losers.
Goodbye.
Not good night.
Well, goodbye in case you're listening to this during the day.